On mobile, every mobile device with a browser that understands JavaScript use Google Maps API version 3. For the others, you can use the static maps. If you are used to Android or iPhone, there are some development kits available. I won't get into details because I didn't use them, so I can't give you details. Okay. So yeah, that was the first part. So building things faster. Well, the first thing to look at is really the version 3 of the API, which will make it possible for you to load things faster and to be able to display things a little bit faster. When you have a lot of content to display, then KML can help you as well, because KML has some built-in features that make it possible not to ship everything to the client right away, because Google Earth, which is a fast client, had that problem since the beginning. So yeah, KML can give you some solutions. So yeah, just a quick reminder of something I said an hour ago, so you probably remember it. KML, it's XML. You describe every kind of geographic feature using it. So yeah, the main feature that is interesting if you have a lot of content to display on a map is the network links. So as I said before, it's you just reference the URL of a resource, and then you can tightly control the way you will update that resource. So let's take the same. Oops. So you just give the URL of the thing that you will connect to get more data to display. That's the random placemark.py, for instance, which is a URL. And then you can say, okay, that content will be fetched from that URL every X seconds, or you fetch it only once, or when the page expires, which means that you get an HTTP header expiration date, and when that date expires, then it gets back to the server to get more content. And the one that is really interesting, from my point of view at least, is that when the user flies over a specific region, you will post to the server the coordinates of that region, and then retrieve the content for that region. So I can show you a little example. So this is a network link that gets connected to an App Engine service. And when I move it, so when I fly somewhere, so when I stop flying, I send to the server that set of parameters, which are just the coordinates of the square I'm looking at. And so if I fly somewhere else, it should appear anytime. See, it's fetching new data, so it just sends to the server the location, and it comes back with the new coordinates, and I can display the specific content. So this is really a nice way in KML to just display the content that you have over one specific region. You don't have to display everything. So whenever you go somewhere, when you stop flying, it sends a request to your server with the coordinates of the square that you want to present, and then you send back all the content you want. So you could have different place marks appearing, or more place marks. So that's really a nice thing to do. So it can be working in, it does work in Google Earth API, and you can have it working in the Maps API. Let me check. So yeah, if you import the KML in your map, you should be able to at least see that network link in the map as well. And the network links are partially supported in maps, which means that at least when you stop flying, it will send a request to your server and you will be able to display more stuff on the map. But that's, frankly, on a map mashup, it's probably not the best way to do it. But on Earth API and Google Earth, it's definitely the way to go. So yeah, you can even provide more details to your server. You can add the user's point of view, because if the user is really far away from the scene, then it probably doesn't make sense to show lots of details, or you use even the client version or the language if you want to adapt your content. So it's really a powerful device that makes it possible for you to be really dynamic and to update the content you're providing to your users.